Did you say go?
Yeah.
Are you giving me a thumbs up to imply that we're ready to go?
Yep.
Are you sure?
No.
He's recording.
Nope.
Welcome to AmityCast. I'm Ellis and you're Matthew, right?
Nope.
Alright, cool. Nope comes out next month. We'll probably talk about it, but...
I don't want to see.
You don't?
No.
I mean, I don't think it's fine. Like,
I feel like it's going to be bad.
I guess we'll see. But we're going to talk about a much, much better movie. Even though I haven't seen that one, but still. We'll also briefly talk about two other films. So, The Thing, 1982, directed by John Carpenter. Matthew, what are your generic like thoughts and history with John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982?
So here's the thing. That's very loud. What I just did.
40-year anniversary's in 3 days from today.
Yeah, we're seeing it tonight in theaters.
I've
never seen it either.
I'm so excited.
It'll be fun. Get some popcorn. Isn't it like 2 hours?
I wish I was in a better mood. Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
There'll be no trailers either because I don't think they play trailers in front of the old movies they play.
Ooh.
They'll play ads, but that's it.
Yeah, it's like an hour 50, so that's hype.
It won't be a long viewing experience, but it'll be good.
I see. I just wish you could go. I'm really sad about that.
Mason wasn't a bitch. Why are you apologizing? Mason could have gone because if he did, then we could have got the 2 seats in front of us, so you two could have sat next to each other. Because we didn't want you to just sit by yourself, because that'd be so awkward for you. Because you're awkward. I'm kidding.
I'm so awkward. But that's why, because like
we wanted another person to go, and obviously like Justin works, Tommy's a no-go, and it's just like nobody else. So
we're talking about a lot of personal stuff.
So the whole Trinity situation. I'm just kidding. Not right now. Does she still listen to our stuff?
I don't think so.
That's good. I saw this movie. That's it. I'm just kidding. I mean, it was hyped up when I was a kid a lot because like my parents would just never let me watch it because of how gruesome it is. I eventually watched it, I think, at my dad's house or with my parents, and I just really liked it. And then at some point I saw the prequel, I think I got it rented out at like a family video, and it was okay. I haven't seen it in years, and I have no desire to ever watch it again, so it's actually probably bad. So, yeah. I remember I liked the actors. I didn't like their acting, but I liked the actors. And the CGI was fucking atrocious. If they had the practical effects, we'll talk about it. But that 2011 film could have been like 5 times better.
Oh yeah,
they could like actually just re-release the film and like make it better, and like it go up like a star for me. But yeah, obviously this is one of your favorite films. Is it your favorite film?
See, I have a much more personal experience with this movie.
So what's the thing?
I guess so here's the thing. So if I had to choose an all-time favorite film, if I absolutely had to, this would be it. Mm-hmm. This or The Shining, but I would go with The Thing. Or Halloween, or Alien. I would go with The Thing. I love The Thing. I absolutely adore it in every way. I first saw it when I was 10 or 11. I used to watch movies all the time up at a library. Where
was that library near the pool?
No.
Oh.
This was in Minnesota.
Oh.
So
you watched it in a library?
Yeah. And that's what I used to do all the time. That's how I watched a lot of movies. How old were you
watched it?
Like 10 or 11.
Jesus. I think I might have been like 13 or something.
And I just remember I put it on, and I was genuinely terrified. I was extremely freaked out. But I really liked it. I rewatched it about 2 weeks later, and I loved it. And then I watched it again about a month after that, and I had fallen in love with it. I loved everything about it. I thought it was absolutely perfect. So then I watched it a bunch more times throughout that year, and then I didn't watch it again for a little while. But I eventually got a copy of it on Blu-ray with my dad, and we watched it a few times. And then now I have a steelbook of it, obviously.
Actually, I don't own it.
Really?
I own Sharknado 6, though.
You're like a travesty, like a human travesty. I'm just kidding.
I have Alligator 2.
But through all the films I've seen in my life, and like I love movies, obviously I've seen nearly 3,000. Like,
that's our 50th episode.
Hype. That was a random time to put that in, but yeah, it's our 50th episode, yeah.
Subscribe.
The Thing has always been one that has just connected with me on a deep level. Just on a surface level, just the film itself, I think it's fantastic. I think everything is perfectly done. We can get deeper into it in a little bit.
The setting is great.
Yeah, like the setting, everything, and how it's handled. But it's just like one of those movies that it's always been like an escape for me, and I just love it. It doesn't really freak me out anymore because I've seen it so many times, but I know how effective it really can be, and it's just perfect to me. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's definitely it just has to be my favorite movie if I had to pick one. But
yeah, I don't think there's really even a bad scene. I don't remember. I'm like remembering the scenes more now, and like I'm actually excited to see him again. So that's a good sign. Yeah. Like especially like the couch scene where they're testing everybody's blood. That scene's great.
That's really good.
The scene where the guy is like trying to give the body like the defibrillators, and like it just opens. Terrifying. Yeah, the dog scene. That's probably the most terrifying scene.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that was like, brutal. That really got to me.
Effects are so good. Even just like the mystery.
I
like how they never explain what the thing is, which they do in the prequel, which I hate.
Right.
And
see, the ambiguity of it is what really makes it, because they
even the title, it doesn't like say what it is. Just
yeah,
the thing.
It's the thing, and it's just like
all that's known is that it's an alien.
Yeah.
So, and like what it does.
And like it's so ambiguous, and I think that that's so perfect because it makes it even more terrifying that it never gets explained, and you just witness these events, and they're so gruesome and they're so personal. These people that we get to know, and like like how they're isolated just enhances all of it.
Kurt Russell's great as well.
He's fantastic. McReady's such a good character.
I think
everybody's great.
I don't remember if the characters were super developed or not, but it was like enough.
Right.
It's kind of similar to Alien.
Right. It's exactly what you need them to be for like what the movie's trying to accomplish. And
it's
like
a survival, like horror isolation movie. So I don't need to know like what their parents were like.
And it's fantastic. And as you slowly see the tension build and like the mistrust between them, and just all of it is just so.
Even the ending, it's like you don't even know what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like you could just say it's surface level, but there's like the whole thing about like the breath.
Mm-hmm.
And like how they're acting. And that apparently there was going to be a sequel, and there was like comic sequels which were bad.
I never. Yeah.
Like it was like I think one was set like a jungle. It was like Predator, but with a thing, and like a compound, and like Kurt Russell was just like in a prison cell the whole thing, or something like that. It was like terrible. If you ever like have time, look into it. It's like I'm glad nobody knows about them. But they did like 3 like sequel stories where they have like the army attack the thing and it just like kills everyone. Which would like be cool to see, but like that would be terrible. Just watch a thing take on an entire military platoon.
What?
Yeah, let me look into it. I'm gonna look. But the first film made it.
Well, yeah. So John Carpenter's The Thing is technically a remake.
Which is like the perfect example of like how to do a remake.
Oh yes, absolutely perfect. So the original was from 1956, I believe. The Thing from Another World. It's not bad. It's really old, clearly very dated, but still really enjoyable. I can understand why like you would enjoy it. Pretty good for its time, I would say. John Carpenter loved it when he was young. It was one of his favorite movies, and he always wanted to make his own version of it. So when he finally got off the ground as a filmmaker, he finally got a big studio release because Halloween, a lot of his early films, they were all Dark Star, I think Dark Star. But all of his earlier films, they were all really indie films. They didn't have much backing behind them. He got The Thing. It's Universal Pictures. He actually had a studio. That's what he wanted to make. And he did a really good job. But when it was released at the time, it was heavily panned because people thought it was creepy. Because, that's the point. If you look back at those old reviews, critics are like, oh, these things, they look so gruesome. Because that was the point. They look so gruesome and disgusting. And like, oh, like, what's the point of this movie? And it had like horrible like ratings. And then as time has gone on, people recognize it as like a horror masterpiece and like a perfect movie because it is. What? It was also released around the same time as E.T. So
that's a great timing.
So that didn't help for it because E.T. is one of the most popular movies ever, and like it showed extraterrestrials in like a good light, like people were, like really happy with these cute aliens. And then like The Thing came out with like gruesome, like destructive aliens, like doing horrible things. People were like, well, honestly, watch E.T. So. It kind of killed the film from the start, and I remember the way that it turned out made John Carpenter very, very upset.
The reception?
Yeah, it really got to him.
Well, it's a lot better now.
And like it kind of made him like not.
I don't remember.
It made him not a respected filmmaker for years. Like when he eventually did Christine,
it was a lot more better. But he made like a certified bangers in a row. He did like Halloween, then like The Thing, then like Christine.
Yeah, which Christine was great, but like even he's admitted that he only did it because it was the only thing being offered to him at the time. but he still made it really good. Christine was
Yeah,
really
I love
good.
Christine.
He's still he's a great filmmaker. He was proven, and The Thing was a great movie. Just wasn't appreciated in its era for some reason.
So I guess this isn't the comic I was looking for, but in 2011, to coincide with the prequel film, they made a prequel comic where it was about The Thing and Vikings. Vikings going against The Thing hundreds of years ago. But wasn't it ice? What? Okay, so the sequel thing is about the characters from the first movie getting like abducted by like Japanese research vessel where the Thing is taken there from the remains of the outpost, even though like it's implied that it's dead. So dumb.
That's really stupid.
There's also a video game, I think.
there is a video game that actually serves as like a
Sequel?
Yeah.
It's like the Ghostbusters game.
Yeah, which I've actually heard good things about that. I've never actually played it. I've really wanted to. I'm gonna look into it soon. John Carpenter himself has always said that is the movie that if he were to make a sequel, that's the one he would want to.
Which it sounds like they might be making another one.
Right.
But probably another
Which
remake.
I would only want Carpenter involved if that was the case, and he's like 90,000 years old. So
how old is he?
know.
He looks like a lot older than he actually is.
He's like 73, 75, 70 some range. He's John Carpenter age. I can tell you that. I'll tell you that for sure. And he was born at 48, I think. So I think he's 74.
Yeah. 74.
Yeah.
He was born January 16th, 1948.
Yeah. Okay.
Other names? He has other names.
How did I get that like on the money? Anyway.
He has other names.
I did write a paper about him, but
John T. Chance and Martin Quatermain.
what?
His middle name's Howard.
Yeah.
John
Howard Carpenter.
Halloween Kills, his third film.
The Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills kill count finally comes out next week.
I haven't watched the Stranger Things ones because
I only watched the intro and the ending because I was just happy to see him back. But I don't actually.
Yeah, does he have a whole new set?
Yeah, it actually looks really good.
Glad he's back. I can't believe his break's already over.
I know, it's been 6 months since that happened. We're almost halfway through 2022, by the way. I'm just saying. The way that you stared at me.
Sean, do you not remember? You were born you're gonna be 20 this year.
I might actually.
Sean's officially in his 20s.
No, he's not. He's going to be. Yeah, that's so close. Oh my god.
That's almost September.
The day before that. Anyway. But yeah, The Thing is probably one of the movies I've seen the most number of times in my life. I think I've seen the SpongeBob SquarePants movie more. Maybe that's probably it. Just kidding. When I was a kid, there was like movies like that a lot, but I've seen The Thing a lot. I watched it earlier this year, like at 4 in the morning, because I had to work at 6. So I watched it at 2 a.m. until 4 a.m. And now I finally get to see it on the big screen tonight. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I didn't even know until 2 days ago.
Yeah. I think that's amazing.
Because it's the last day it's playing, I think.
I'm really happy that I caught it. I'm really happy you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because you said you had a plan for Wednesday, and then I didn't see it. And then I answered you, and then I didn't hear from you for a while, because I think you were in the movie. And I was the suspense was killing me.
Oh, was it? Because I was seeing Dominion.
A second time.
Tune up.
Oh man. But I mean, what are your favorite scenes? I mean, you talked a little bit about some of them earlier on, but
I don't know. Again, I don't really think there was any bad scenes. I don't remember every scene. I don't know. I really like. I genuinely I love the Thing stuff, but I also just really love seeing all the actors act together because none of them are bad.
No, they're all incredible, and they all bounce off of each other.
And they all act like they have a camaraderie, and they all seem like actual friends.
Yeah.
And the mistrust, you actually feel it. So.
Right. You can actually see the trust breaking.
And it kind of puts you in that
growing.
situation. Wouldn't you also be like that?
Yeah.
If it's just Among Us.
I mean, it's such a cool situation. The way that you could do that in any way, but the way it's used with a weird alien creature. It's such a cool concept that they made a really popular online game, Among Us. But it's based on this.
It's also based off a book, which I read the book.
Yeah.
Have you read the book?
No.
Also, there's that 50 one in the 50s where it's a plant monster thing.
Yeah,
it just looks stupid.
Yeah, the Thing from Another World. It's really
which is a good attempt because it was also literally the 50s, but
yeah, I
wouldn't ever watch it personally.
But the innovative effects are just the cherry on top of the idea behind all of it anyway, because it's so well executed.
Well, yeah, if just the effects were the good part of the movie, I just feel like it would be less remembered.
And like no one shoots a horror movie like Carpenter. The way that he shoots it, it's so perfectly done. Every scene, it just keeps on building. It's all fantastic. It has a great climax, great opening. All of it is so well handled. The score is amazing. It enhances every scene.
I don't remember the score too much, but I remember being good.
It's really good. I re-listen to the Thing theme like every few days. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't heard it in a while. I don't think anything beats the Halloween theme though.
No, I wouldn't say it's better than the Halloween theme, but
the Halloween theme's really funny because he made it in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he had to think of a theme.
And it's one of the most.
Because I think he forgot he was going to compose the film. He's like, oh shit, and they just made it.
The best was when they asked him about it. They were like, so around Halloween time, how does it feel to hear the theme that you made all the time? He's like, oh dude, money, money every time. He's like, I love it.
It's also really funny that he was pretty much contractually obligated to do the second Halloween. Yeah. So he just got really drunk and wrote a half-ass script, and it wasn't terrible.
And it was actually not bad.
It just wasn't good either.
No, but it wasn't that bad.
For being drunk as fuck and just writing a whole ass script, that's very impressive.
John Carpenter drunk is better than 4 Michael Bays. Anyway,
4? Well, I'd say as many as you can.
I don't know.
I watched Halloween 2.
I was trying to think of a really bad, specifically writer, not just director, but.
Probably the guy that wrote that Mummy film with Tom Cruise. Whoever wrote that, it's pretty bad. It was 2017. That's how many years? 7?
Yeah. Holy
shit! I remember when the trailer came out and they messed up the trailer, so you could just hear Tom Cruise screaming. There was no music over it, and it was just. I'm looking it up.
Oh man, but yeah, the dog scene is terrifying. It's so
sad.
It is pretty sad.
And doesn't it start off? It starts off with the helicopter trying to shoot down the dog,
yeah,
and you just assume they're crazy or whatever.
Right, and that's what's so cool, because every scene is just you learn more and more with the people that are actually there, and I think that's what's the best executed part of the film.
Oh, here it is.
You slowly get more and more invested.
Pan! This is November 4, 09er. What the hell? Ah!
The rap of the music.
No.
Hey, that was such a bad movie. Tom Cruise.
I like the part when
But yeah, it all builds naturally. It's so well paced. Every technical aspect is pretty perfect, honestly. It's just all well done.
A very good body horror.
Yeah, it's this is the essential body horror.
You know they make the Thing action figures, right?
Yeah.
There's
that'd be cool to have.
There's always one at Jay's. I've always seen it. Nobody's ever bought it. Just chilling there. Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite Carpenter ones. I haven't seen Escape from New York. I don't know how good that is.
Have you seen
No, Escape from LA, not New York.
Yeah.
Isn't that the wait? LA's the sequel, isn't it?
Escape from LA is the first one. Wait.
I think New York's the first
I
one.
forgot.
Aren't they the same movie?
What? Assault on Precinct 13?
I haven't seen that. What's that one even about? Is it a horror movie?
It's about assaulting on Precinct 13.
Before Assault on Precinct 13, everybody attacked Precinct 12.
They attacked.
Before the Thing.
Before the Thing. There were no things. It's my favorite Carpenter film. Not to
Probably
say that
Halloween
he has other
above,
great ones.
But
yeah.
I still love the Thing a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with it. And if I do, they're very minuscule. Effects, I think, are still held up from what I remember of them. There was obviously no CG because it was the 80s, so everything was practical.
Well, yeah, it's all practical, so but it's still believable, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's also an alien, so it's I can't really say if it's believable or not because it's a made-up alien.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's just creepy.
The transformation scenes,
it's awesome.
The body horror.
They're so brutal, and it's so perfectly done. I just think it's all fantastic.
Alex home.
That's cool. I just think that they're all fantastic, and pretty much from beginning to end, I'm just so engaged, and I love everything about it. It's just, I think it's just gonna stand as like my favorite movie for a long time. There's just not others that give me the same feeling, that have the same effect. It's just it's so good at being what it's supposed to be and also being profoundly great beyond that, and that's just exactly what you want. So,
Hamburger.
Prequel, though.
I saw the prequel, and I enjoyed the aspects where it like went along with that first film and like had like continuity, and like the ending ended like where the first one began. Like that was cool, but like everything else was bad.
Yeah.
When did you get here, Easter?
The prequel.
Oh, you guys are talking about that terrible movie. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alex, please don't move. I'm just kidding. It was just
Just discussing what's your favorite.
That was not even good already.
joke.
Wait,
He's still looking at me like he's gonna murder me.
has Trinity seen the thing?
Yeah, we watched. She watched
She
it
was
with
there
us.
when we all
Oh, I forgot. I like blocked out that part.
Anyway, the prequel is bad and it's very upsetting.
Ew.
What?
My armpits.
She heard her own opinion about the fucking movie.
Oh, what the hell?
No, but the prequel,
I,
as you were saying, there was a cut of the movie with practical effects used, and they had them already.
That was
and
original
it was all that
concept.
good. And if they would have done that, I think it would have been a lot better because the CGI looked horrible. Any effects they were trying to do with CGI just completely gets rid of the spirit of what the original film was. It's just so stupid.
Oh, you guys are talking about the remake?
Right? We just started talking about the prequel.
Oh, okay.
which is
Prequel,
it's
okay.
called the same thing.
It's also called The Thing, which I don't know why.
Is that like
it'd be
the
called
first
Thing.
movie that did
it was
The
a
Thing?
prequel to The Thing. What?
Is that like the first franchise that like did like the same title but it's like in the same continuity thing?
In the same continuity, yeah, I think so. Because the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a remake.
Remake.
Yeah.
A requel, but it's a prequel. Or a prequel.
And that was 7 years prior.
What's wrong?
8 years prior. 7 years prior.
Smells disgusting.
They put
8 years
deodorant
prior.
on.
7 or 8. But the prequel, though it has its merit somewhere. It's pretty much really bad. It had the only things I liked about it are the things that like show the really strong connection to the original film, I guess, to John Carpenter's The Thing, and like the way that you could see those connections and how it actually feels kind of natural. But
Well, yeah,
other
because
than that,
they make it so like the outposts, because about the outposts that they visit in the first one,
Yeah.
like how they make the outposts look exactly the same as it does in the 82 one. That's
yeah,
cool.
and all the stuff that they
That's
find.
probably like the best parts.
That was really cool, but the problem is there's so much CGI and it looks horrible. And then like they have
Also,
that scene later on,
the
and
spaceship
it's
stuff.
kind of implied that it's like the true form of the Thing. And if that's the case, why are you showing the true form of the Thing? That completely defeats the purpose of the Thing.
Why are you sad?
That photo was so great. I send that photo all the
I
time.
guess she was actually upset in that picture.
I was
I
genuinely.
assumed she was like sitting down there. It's like,
Well, then she sat in the hamper over there.
What?
In the corner. She took everything out of it and sat in it.
oh, she's happy.
Are you happy? Did everything go well at your thing?
It's a-
The Thing. So here's the thing.
What if they make a sequel called The Things?
I'd be so upset. I'm
Apparently
not
he
gonna-
lives like literally around the block.
So where'd you go?
I went to the
around.
office.
10 minutes away. He's like, actually, just come to my crib.
No, he literally just lives like down the street from
You
Jeffrey.
good?
But yeah, the script of the prequel is bad.
Characters are bad. The ending, the climax is bad. The ending isn't ambiguous at all.
And like if you look at the two, like the difference in direction, style, all of it is like so clear. It's just like it's so upsetting.
So it sounds like the movie is just bad as a whole.
The
then.
There's a few
Well,
good
yeah,
things.
the movie's just bad, and it's also like it's just a prequel to one of the greatest horror films ever made. So it's just like it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
And also, this it wasn't even.
I mean, I can still watch it. It's not like atrocious. Like it has its merit, like I said, but like it's just like no, the other one for this. Yeah, see, this is the Thing 2011. The other one's the Thing 1982.
This is the thing I say to.
Yeah,
An octopus?
yeah,
but this is
because
the
an
thing.
octopus is my favorite animal. It's my favorite movie.
2011.
It's all that. Yeah. It's really colorful because they tried to sugarcoat it with CGI, but it looks horrible. The movie was so bad.
Well, it makes
That
it.
analogy would be so good for the podcast if like the people listening could actually like
Oh, dude.
see the octopus.
We'll post a link.
I'll post a link to the photo of just the octopus.
No, to Amazon where you can buy it.
I bought this at Walgreens.
They probably online too. We'll let them know.
I'll link to Amazon where you can buy it. I bought this at Walgreens. I actually got it at a pharmacy down the street. Anyway. But yeah, it was one of the most disappointing films of the 2010s, I'd say.
Did you see it in theaters? Just kidding.
No, we already covered how the first time I saw The Thing was when I was 10, and that was 2013.
Yeah.
This came out 2011. So, I did eventually see it because when I told my dad how much I loved the movie, he was like,
Gotta check this one out.
he was like, hey, he was like, I haven't seen it, but there's a prequel, and I was like, oh really? And then I cried the rest of the night. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. What the fuck is she doing?
Are you actually sad?
Oh.
I have PTSD for the fact that you were sad and had that on. So now I think every time you have that on, you're sad.
So it's just.
Well, I will express me being upset like that from now on.
That is so adult.
This time it was just a joke.
This is adulting.
So it's pretty upsetting, but it isn't the worst thing ever. There are many worse.
So knowing that the studio is basically the reason they
Wait.
change all the effects.
Yeah, I completely messed it up.
And
You don't have to raise your hand. It's a podcast.
Okay. I was just curious because, so wait, is the remake the prequel then? Is it just the two films? Because I thought there was a prequel, the movie, and a remake.
No, there's not. Well, see, because technically there's a 1956 one
Oh.
that John Carpenter adapted as a remake, but it's kind of its own thing in the 80s. And then there's a prequel from 2011
To the 81.
to the 1982 one.
So there's a 1982 one,
Yeah.
a 1956 one, which is basically just a version that's not quite as good as the 1982 one.
Yeah.
So technically the 1982
Because
one is a remake.
It is the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically it's a remake, yeah. Because,
Okay.
because John Carpenter watched the 56 one when he was younger and really loved it and wanted to make his own version.
He included it in Halloween.
Yeah, in Halloween, the movie they're watching on the screen is the 56 The Thing from Another World. So then he made The Thing in 1982, and then the 2011 one was a prequel to the 82 version of The Thing.
But it's just called the same.
It's also just called just The
I
Thing.
now understand. I was just confused because I definitely had heard you guys talking about it. There was one movie, a remake, and a prequel. So that's why I was
Yeah,
confused when
which
you said the
they've
2011 one.
been talking about another project which we assume is a remake. So that's something else too that they might
That
make a
is
remake.
probably going to infuriate me.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna remake
The
Christine
thing
with
is
the
a really
Tesla
good
court.
movie, except the dog scene. I don't know if it's actually a bad scene, but I can't watch it. So
Well, you're gonna have surround sound system. It's gonna be on a big screen. So
Yeah, we're seeing in the theater.
I am aware. I'm not gonna watch
he said that's
that
what
scene.
he said that's why he was unsure if he wanted to go because there's gonna be scenes like that.
Yeah, because that's gonna be even more brutal than when you saw it just downstairs.
Also popcorn.
Popcorn though.
Movie theater popcorn is not nearly as good as store-bought. I pop it in my microwave popcorn.
It tastes similar enough. I don't
It's
care.
not as good. You said.
I mean, okay, the Jolly Pop, terrible. But all other popcorn, when you pop it in the microwave, it is better than movie theater.
That's an interesting take because I believe the opposite.
A lot of that is the common opinion. I
You think movie
I
theater
don't
popcorn's
like
better?
movie theater
Well, yeah, in
popcorn
the
all
movie
that
theater because
It's also just the best place to have popcorn.
yeah, it could also just be more the experience,
Gorging myself.
but I don't know.
I know. I just feel the taste of it. It's really the butter. It
Oh
doesn't.
my god, I'm gonna
taste-
eat movie theater popcorn while watching
Movie
The Thing
theater
in the
butter
theater.
does not
Your
taste
favorite
like
people
real butter.
are
It
trying
is
to-
very clearly artificial.
It's just all of my favorite.
when I
See,
pop
all
it
of my
popcorn,
favorite
it's just so,
movies came out in the
salty
70s and
good.
80s, and I haven't gotten to see any of them
love it.
on the big
But
screen.
I wanna-
movie theater,
I want to do the Jaws.
In
certain areas, you can watch Jaws on a drive-in theater, but it's over a cliff edge, and you sit on tubes in the water and watch it.
Well, yeah, they keep it
At
warm,
night.
but it's just way overly greasy.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I would love
they
to
do it
that.
every year.
Greasy, and then I feel
Like
and then I
some
want to
Where?
add more butter because I feel
I'll
there's
find
not
Let's go
enough
do
butter
that.
on it, but then that just makes
go
it even
tube in and
greasier.
watch
And
Jaws.
also the butter that I
don't know if
add
you can really
onto
eat
it
food,
doesn't
though.
even taste like butter. It tastes like nothing. It's just grease. And then my popcorn's soggy.
We're still on them? What's going on about the popcorn? I haven't been paying attention. What's wrong with the popcorn?
Soggy.
The popcorn in the movie theaters, it's it's greasy. The butter that they have is just way overly greasy, but it also doesn't taste it's almost flavorless, in my opinion. And then I go to add more on to try to get the flavor to be more abundant, but then my popcorn just gets soggy. And I have to sit there and fucking shake it and do the thing and shake it and do the thing and shake it, which I know you all have witnessed me do, and it is just so annoying to do every time because then half of my fucking popcorn spills everywhere when I'm shaking it. So then I just wasted popcorn. It still doesn't taste good. And it's soggy and
Why are
greasy.
you screaming?
I don't like movie theater popcorn.
All right, well, now we got Allie's take on movie theater popcorn. Let's get back to the topic. Let's get back on topic. But yeah, all my favorite movies came out like the 70s and 80s, and I've never been able to see any of them on the big screen. And now I finally get to, and like I'm very excited.
Well, they're doing the Jaws one soon too.
That's what he was talking
I couldn't find it.
You should have heard it. Okay, so he was like, oh yeah, they're doing a Jaws one. And he was like, oh, we just missed it. It was June 20th, 1975. So like we died laughing, and then Sean was out of the room, so he didn't get to laugh with us.
I think we missed it
Yeah, look at this shit.
actually about
By 47 years. Yeah. 28 years before we were born. It's
I
fine.
want to do that.
That looks so fun. That'd be perfect. Sean, let's go.
Yeah, look, babe, you can watch Jaws on the water. Babe. They have this event. You can watch Jaws on the water at night.
That would be really fun. I would absolutely love
If I got attacked by a shark tonight-
Alice wants to get back on topic for the podcast.
But you know what would be cool if they like got like they rented out like a giant hotel and you just watch The Shining in like a dark room in the hotel.
Darcy just brought this up, and I think this is a lovely idea. We should all go to a drive-in theater and go see a drive-in movie.
I really want to go to the drive-in.
I really want to. Darcy said there's still one in Newton, and if we go to that one and it is still there, that is the one that I went to my entire childhood to go see movies because we never went to movie theaters. We only went to the drive-in.
Oh, cool.
And on top of that, they have Cardinals Corner in Newton, which is arguably the best ice cream place that there is. I haven't had it since I was 5, but it's still arguably.
You guys are probably find time to go without me. It's all good.
No, you are going.
Ellis?
No, it's
I am absolutely not going to leave you out of a drive-in theater hangout. That was.
Oh, hey, you know that when you said that was in Newton?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's temporarily closed.
Drive-in theater?
Yeah. It's on Newton. It's temporarily closed. Right now, it says. So they're not playing anything. Sorry to call everybody's mood, but it says temporarily closed.
Sorry, everybody's.
I just want to set up a whole plan for something that we can't do.
Okay.
There might be ones also nearby. I have no idea.
So Matthew, what are your in-depth thoughts on The Thing from Another World, 1956?
So I never saw it. I've seen clips, and it looks dopey as fuck, and it looks bad. Not bad, but it just looks like an old 50s
It's
movie.
dated for sure.
I just don't
But
really...
that's what's amazing about The Thing. It doesn't even seem dated to me. Like it's 40 years old now, and like I could still watch it and love it the same. Like it looks like if even more quality than a lot of modern movies.
There's probably other ones, babe. It just says that one's closed right
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to go to that one specifically for Cardinals Corner. But you guys are now talking about the movie. I'm fine.
now. Okay. We'll be done anyway soon. But, like, we're going to see Minions 2, right?
No,
In cinemas?
I'm not gonna go see that.
I think the next movie we're seeing is Thor, so...
Thor, of all films, Thor.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Why are you giving that to us?
Gift you your keys.
I wanted them over there. What?
No, you didn't.
What?
No, you didn't.
That is slightly worse now.
No, you didn't.
Did you let the dogs out?
Yeah, okay.
I already let them out like 20 minutes ago. Also, they're not eating.
So The Thing is a great movie.
Yes, it is.
The
Solid
Thing
5.
is a mediocre prequel, and The Thing was a 50s okay. But The Thing, this is almost as bad as Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and then also Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And
Oh, yeah, you know Christine, babe? The movie Christine about the car?
Huh?
You know the movie Christine about the car?
Yeah.
You know, they might be remaking that with like a smart car,
That's
like a
so
Tesla,
dumb.
or it's like taken over by AI, like
so
the new
dumb.
Child's Play.
The new Child's Play was so bad.
You didn't like the new Child's Play where he says for Tupac at the end.
I feel bad for Mark Hamill because he was in that.
Mark Hamill's been having it rough. It's like,
Like,
one Star
he's
Wars
literally,
movie
he's literally Luke Skywalker. Like literally,
since the 80s. He's been having it rough.
it's true. Last Jedi was good though.
He's a good Joker. You can't say that online, bro. You will die.
It's true. It's a good movie. But here's the thing about The Thing. The Thing is the thing. Oh, hey, Sean.
We'll have our out of theater reactions when we know what we think of the film.
It-
First watch. First watch.
It's like my 70-second watch.
Is it actually 70 seconds?
I don't know.
It
But
might be
it's
like
a
my
lot.
fourth.
I've seen it many times. In
Yeah.
fact, I've seen it in the theater 0 times.
Same.
Until tonight.
I've only seen like older films at this time. I've seen Jurassic Park, Jaws, and something else.
I haven't seen any.
Jurassic Park.
I really wanted to see Evil Dead because it also had its 40 year in
When was
like
that?
October. this past October.
I wasn't here.
And I didn't. It might have been while you were here, because you were here for Halloween Kills. But I didn't get to go see that one because I do love The Evil Dead. I would love to see Back to the Future.
The musical?
No, why would I want to see the musical of Back to the Future? Why would that be what I want to see?
They're making a Jaws.
Shut up.
They're making a Jaws musical.
Why?
It's about like the production of the film. It's called like Bruce, I think. A Jaws story.
Bruce, a Jaws story. We just missed it. It was June 20th, 1975.
Just. I said Friday, June 20th, 19...
Which was a Friday, because that's the day it was released.
Most films are Friday. Some do Wednesday, though, for
some are
reason.
randomly Wednesday, like Godzilla vs. Kong.
What are you doing? Okay.
I'm going to get my charger. Oh, yeah.
Also let the dogs in.
I will let the dog in.
They're barking.
But honestly, like...
Don't talk too much, Sean.
The Thing is just such a perfect movie. I love it. It's my favorite film of all time.
There's not much I
If
can
I
say
had
that
to
hasn't been
choose.
said already.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much covered it.
Body horror is great.
And the prequel is just...
It had potential, and it has parts that were good, and it has a severely better cut that's just not out. But overall, the story was... I just don't know why you... That spaceship shit at the end was so dumb. It feels like a reshoot last-minute thing that was, like, mandated. The ship doesn't make sense. The explanation doesn't make sense, and the ending's dumb. Because I think it just ended with a girl
in a car.
That's, like, broken down.
Yeah.
And, like, she's just gonna die of the cold anyway.
And, like, I remember it's, like, her fate left ambiguous. Like, yeah, but she's just gonna die. Like, we don't know what happened with McReady, but, like, she's
like, actually out in the middle of nowhere.
She's
not
literally
even near an
just-
outpost
Yeah.
where, like, people would check on it. Also, she's a girl. Girls aren't good.
It did have that one cool moment where, like, she, like, noticed that the guy didn't have his earring anymore because, like, the thing, like, they had the whole thing about how it can't recreate, like, artificial,
wearing.
Yeah, like artificial things like that.
Because in the 80s one was about your blood, but then in the prequel was about, like, what you had on you.
Yeah, which
Like,
is
if
weird.
you had a cavity, that was kind of cool actually. The cavity.
Yeah,
thing.
like the cavity or like the earring. Which,
there were some scenes where like they revealed the thing that were cool, and some parts that were like a little suspenseful, and like, but there's like effects like in the helicopter where it just all of a sudden becomes the thing, and it looked like the worst.
It
thing
looks
ever.
so bad. It was horrible. It was like the first time we see it too in the movie. It was horrible.
I was like, that's what you do. And I think the practical effects, they made like a whole helicopter set.
Yeah.
Like they put so much money, and the studio was just like,
No CGI.
CGI's the thing now, and it's like, no, the thing is practical.
That's what the thing is.
This whole film is about the effects and Kurt Russell's beard. Oh my god.
So yeah, it has its moments, but the prequel
Is just lackluster.
The original from the 50s I've only seen like twice, and like it's 6 out of 10. It's fun. 1982's John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite movie ever. 10 out of 10. It's perfect. And
Oh man, this is
2011
Dog's getting pissed.
The Thing prequel. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10, and that's the thing with
I'll
that.
probably just agree with your ratings on this because I think they're pretty much the same. So, I haven't seen the 2011 one in years. No, my dad liked it, but he also likes stupid movies. So
Yeah, that's not really the biggest.
some people like to talk about
judge.
the 11 one, the 2011 one, like it's like on the same level or whatever. Some people. Because before I saw the 2011, I remember Mom was like, "There's actually a prequel, and it's actually really good too." When I saw it, I was like, mid.
Like, are you sure?
I'm sure about that.
Do you
But
want to
yeah.
compare this to The Thing? What is Sean doing? Oh, cool. But I love The Thing. I don't know if that was clear or not, but
I don't think it was clear, actually. You have the board game. You should play it
I
sometime.
do. I really want to play it. You'll
Tonight.
probably play it without me sometimes. So.
No. I love hanging out with Ellis. He's my favorite sober buddy. What? Lightyear?
Dog ate most of his food.
Yeah, like half of it. But then Rosie's just refusing to eat around him. But when he's even not around, she's just refusing to eat. What? What's your problem, bro? List them. Ellis, what's
Alright,
your...
Allie, rank every scene in The Thing.
The dog.
But the dog scene has to be in the top 5. Has to be.
She's not listening. When she's in that phone, bro, she's gone.
She's just done.
trees that exist. You can literally say like the most obscene thing right now.
If I had to rank the 3 films that are considered within the Thing
The
canon,
Thingverse.
number 1, The Thing, number 2, The Thing, number 3, The Thing. Okay, number 2 is The Thing from Another World, but number 3, The Thing.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Was there anything else we're talking about?
No, we can talk about Hustle. Oh wait, you haven't seen it.
Is that a comedy?
Not really.
That's a serious movie
Yeah.
about basketball.
Yes.
What's the plot? Like, he's a basketball coach.
He's a scout. So he's supposed to like go around the world and find players he thinks would be good for his team. And then he finds one player that he like thinks is the next big thing and he's really committed to, but like nobody else like trusts him on it basically. So like he does all he can to like get him to a higher place.
This just sounds like Mason the movie.
Yeah, I can understand why Mason loved it so much.
They don't usually bark.
Doc's a big fit. Sean, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But yeah. I hate having dogs.
But that's Hustle.
This isn't fucking Hades whenever you walk into the door.
It was actually pretty good. 6 out of 10.
What?
Hustle.
Hustle?
I wrote a review.
Mason will give like very high praise. I was like, it's probably not that good. It's like a Netflix Adam Sandler film.
Yeah. It's probably Adam Sandler's
Watches a random
second
Hustle
best
film.
performance of the last 5 years.
Mason's like really weird with movies. So. I love Hustle. I love 12 Angry Men. Any other film, I'll skip. Skip.
Skippy dibby.
Oh yeah, Mason was talking about having a movie night Sunday night. At the apartment. Like clean up the living room and like watch a movie on the big TV. And I said, I don't know, we could, and then he just never brought it up again.
I work Sunday.
You work Sunday? What? I thought you have Sundays off.
No, this week I have Saturday off.
What?
Yeah.
It's your Saturday night then. But yeah. Oh, Kiki. You got a cat. Pet the cat.
But yeah.
About 40 minutes. I mean, that's decent.
Sean, what are your in-depth thoughts on the Thing?
The fucking dog's head splits open.
Okay.
All right.
In depth as it gets.
Well, are we talking... Oh, we'll probably talk about the Black Phone next week.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to see it.
The
Aren't you
Black
seeing it
Phone.
Saturday night?
Saturday sometime.
We probably won't be able to. So
Fuck you.
at least I work. So
Fuck you.
I'll see it Monday or something. Babe, you want to see the Black Phone, right? Do you want to go on a movie date to the Black Phone? Let me just do this. Hello?
Yeah. I was gonna see if my grandma and my little brother want to come, but
I thought your grandma doesn't go to the theater.
I was talking to her and
That's the one film. The one film.
she might be interested in going to the Altoona one. The reason she doesn't want to go to the other ones is because she says the seats aren't comfortable, but the Altoona seats are very comfortable.
Wait, which brother?
Nick.
Okay. I don't think I'd trust Chad in the movie theater. I feel like you'd steal. I feel like you'd steal somebody's food and like get
Well,
in
I
a
would
fist
also
fight.
Nick
Some
come
drugs
if
over here.
my grandma was coming. Other than that, just us two. Or
Yeah,
wait,
that'd be
who?
awkward. I don't think Nick would want to come. It was just us two.
Well, yeah, that's what I said.
Be like, we're just like fucking next
Are
week.
you just like discussing movie
Huh? Oh yeah, we're still recording. So yeah, next week Black Phone probably.
Probably Black Phone. Maybe anything else that we.
Then after that's probably just Thor. Maybe we'll take a week break. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll just play it by ear.
We talk about Independence Day for 4th.
No. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, be sure to
You
subscribe.
didn't hear they're making an Independence Day
They
show
are.
on HBO Max?
They are?
No, I hope not.
Good. So anyway,
We're taking it to their turf.
I hope you have a wonderful night, day, evening, September, whatever this is. And Matthew, play us out.
What?
Play us out.
Play us out?
Play us out.
You barefist?